Hello, future pianists, and welcome to the very first Absolute Beginner's Guide to Learning the Piano. First things first, I will be talking about how to find what can be described as the home of the piano, middle C. If you have a bit more experience and would like to move ahead, feel free to find a timestamp below and move on to something you're ready to learn. Okay, so as the name implies, middle C is generally found in the middle of your piano or keyboard. It may look a little different depending on how big of a piano you are using. For example, some keyboards have 49 keys and others even less. So to find middle C, we start in the middle of our keyboard. You'll want to find this note. I like to remember how to find C by remembering it has one white key directly to the left and one black key to the right. Now, one thing to look out for is that F also has the same thing. You want to make sure to look out for this because it can be a bit tricky at first. A way to differentiate between C and F is C is going to have two black keys to the right, while F will have three. Now that we know where C is, let's talk about some other notes and how the piano is laid out. The notes on the piano have a pattern going all the way up and down the length of the keys. Let's go ahead and start at A, which is this note. Now the pattern goes like this: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and A again. This is also something that my students I teach in person get fooled by. It's very easy to think that after G would come H because that's the alphabet that we learn. But remember, for music, after G, we start back at A and cycle through again. So let's take a look at this pattern and walk through it, starting at middle C. And let's ignore all the black keys for now. So we have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and then C again. I want you to go ahead, play that a couple times, and familiarize yourself with it. What you actually just played is called the C major scale. Let's look at the scale a little bit. The scale consists of C, D, E, F, G, A, and B. We play C twice, once at the beginning and once at the end. We know that we're in the key of C because C is the first note that we play, also known as the root, and we know that it's major because of how the notes are spaced from each other. Now we're definitely going to want to take a closer look at scales, but that will probably be in a future video. For now, let's work with what we just learned and look at how to position our fingers when we're playing the C major scale. We want to do it like this. Start with thumb on C, pointer on D, middle on E, then cross the thumb over to play F, and then pointer G, middle A, ring B, and then finally, pinky on C again. It can be tedious at times, but you really want to practice playing the scale and doing so with the finger positioning we just learned. Some additional things you may want to practice while doing the scale might be saying out loud the note you are playing while you're playing it and practicing to a metronome. You probably want to start around a BPM of about 65, and then if you're having trouble with it, feel free to drop it down and work your way back up. Congratulations! You are now on your way to being a pianist, and I've just learned some very important fundamentals. Practice what we have learned, and if you're feeling generous, leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next lesson.